Welcome back to The Word. I'm your host, Taylor Nicholson, reporting for the Baker Orange. On this week's episode, we get an inside look at Baker's newest production, a look at how a student at Baker is producing amazing new music, and a message from our brand new TikTok team. We have an up-and-coming artist right here at Baker, freshman Michael Hauser. Here's Meg Qualls with a behind-the-scenes look.
NMH. It is my initials, Norman Michael Hauser. I've always placed a lot of significance in my name because I'm the fourth Norman in my family. I thought it'd be a good way to combine the importance of both. 8th grade, so about 5 years. I devour music like a beast. All my free time is spent listening to different types of music, enjoying different types of music, trying to see what I can add to my own music. And being at Baker has enhanced that even more. My piano and music theory classes have definitely contributed to it because I'm able to form chords and actually add to my music in a valuable way. And I'm honestly inspired every time I hear a new facet of music because there's so much to explore and so much to dissect. The artists that I really enjoy and who have inspired me, they've obviously changed over the past few years, but I still get inspired every time I hear like an album of theirs. Even if I'm having trouble finding new ground to forge over, they aren't, and I can see what they're doing to find that ground. I've been still getting down. I released it on an EP a couple months ago, I think beginning of like the semester. It samples What's Happening Brother by Marvin Gaye, and I just think I did such a good job on it personally. I had a friend who sent me a song that she thought would be a cool sample, and I didn't really like it at first, and then as I kept listening to it and just going here at Baker, experiencing new things, meeting new people, I felt the need to try and express the feeling of finally being able to do your own thing, you know what I mean? And I really think I was able to with this song. I just think this song is everything that I've been wanting to do, just pushed up a level, and I really enjoy it. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, Deezer, I don't know what else people use, but everywhere. I'm still making songs between my classes, but I'm just steadily trying to listen to as much as I can, learn as much as I can about music, and apply as much as I can to myself. Performing and making music is probably my number one passion in life, and I always love an opportunity to do it, even if some people don't rock with it.
Man, I got purpose, must remember the toothpicks. Give myself time after all, we just human. I got struck by the Cupid for music. Gave me no errors, I'm really just too sick. Ask my mama if I made a difference. Smile like diamonds and say to me, you did. Ay, she smiled like diamonds and say to me, you did.
Jazz for All by NMH is coming soon. You can find it on all streaming platforms. Back to you, Taylor.
Baker Theater is putting on another great show called Ugly Lies the Bone. Orange reporter Destiny Martinez gives us the inside scoop.
The process of the play started way back last year because we had tried to plan our seasons ahead of time just to prep as far as the technical theater, auditions, and things of that nature. So we chose that way back in May. Then when we got here for the first semester, we had auditions for our entire semester, including this play, which is Ugly Lies the Bone by Lindsay Ferrantino. So we had auditions in September, we cast the play, and we had some few other productions going on at the same time that we were working on. But once those concluded, we moved our focus to Ugly Lies the Bone, which there's a pre-planning portion of that, where we figure out the set design, the lighting design, the costume design, and do a bunch of work ahead of time just to get a head start until we get to until we get to rehearsals. And once we get into rehearsals, we rehearse 5 nights a week from 6:30 to 10. It's a small cast, but we meet for about 3 to 4 weeks. And then we move into what we call technical rehearsals, where we incorporate all the acting and the directing that we've been doing with the lights, the sound, and the tech. And then we move into our show weekend, which is next week. The difference in directing a play in Rice Auditorium as opposed to directing in Darby Hope, which is this production, is that Darby Hope is much more intimate. In Rice, you can sit 300 to 400 people. In Darby Hope, we can only sit about 40. So it's very intimate. So A lot of theaters in like Chicago and smaller theaters in New York have this kind of theater that they call storefront theater, which is where smaller audiences, usually under 100 people, come in and see the show, and they're about as close to the action as you and me. So it's still this theater, but it's much more filmic or cinematic, and what I like to call much more intimate. So when you're doing a show over in Rice Auditorium, you have to direct the actors to do bigger gestures, to speak louder. Here, it's more intimate, so it can be quieter, it can be a lot more subtle. It just allows for a whole different kind of genre or approach to the text as it would into a big theater. I think the message is you can start over. The play's about a woman who is an Afghanistan war veteran, and she returns back to her hometown dealing with her PTSD after being harmed in the war, and she's just trying to find her way, trying to live her life again. It's more of a story, I would say, about enlightening the greater population of our country into letting us know what our veterans go through and how hard it is and how trauma is a real thing, but that no matter what happens, if you are hurt badly or you're going through psychological trauma, that there are people that love you and people that accept you, and that you can start over even under the hardest of tribulations.
My character in this play, her name is Jess, and she is trying to bring the message of not to live in the past and to move on from the challenges she is facing, of living in the past and overcoming all of the challenges she has faced.
So my character in this play, her name is Casey, and it's Jess's older sister, and Jess is the veteran that has just come back home after being in the hospital for 14 months. And Casey's message is just to try to keep positivity, I think. She is dealing with taking care of her sister. She's dealing with taking care of her mother who has dementia, and overall just trying to keep everybody afloat, I think, is really her stance in the play.
I helped with the play and contributing to it. I helped paint the sets. I helped my roommates and all that try with their lines, because the other character that you interviewed, Jay, and her character Casey, this is her second play. I helped her memorize and gave her tips and stuff, and I learned a lot too, and I just contributed to the set and just learning my own self more as an actor and more here as a person at Baker University.
I think what we've done to kind of contribute to this production is that we've done a lot of character work where we go in and we kind of talk through scenes and figure out what the intentions are behind each character in each scene, and what they're really thinking in that moment.
Play and what it means to me is it means a lot, because I think it is very important to try and overcome past experiences and challenges and learning from them, and to know that it's okay to move on and to learn from it and not to live from it. You can remember the experiences and challenges you have went through, but if you dwell on it, you can't move on and learn more about yourself and others.
I think that the message of this play that I'm taking from it is that progress is progress, no matter how small. A lot of the resolve of this play is, at the end, Jess hears the sonic boom from the shuttle coming back, and she doesn't have a PTSD attack. And I think that just shows her growth as a character, and I think it shows how perseverance through things like therapy and those types of things really can help somebody grow as a person and overcome difficulties and challenges. And now let's get started with the Baker Orange news rundown. There's much to report in the way of sports as fall sports close and winter sports begin. Women's wrestling competed in a tournament at Friends University, securing 3 top 6 finishes. They were led by second-place sophomore Kylie Slider. After leading the league in scoring by a 7-goal gap, Baker's George Comaros was named the Heart of America Men's Soccer Most Valuable Player of the Year as the conference announced its 2023 Heart Men's Soccer All-Conference teams and major awards. He ranks 4th among all NAIA goal scorers and has registered 81 shots this year, which ranks him 3rd nationally. Congratulations, George, on this honor, and to the rest of the men's soccer team for a great season. The Swager Literary Salon presents Greatest American Author, The Adventurous, Fantastical, and Tragic Life of Ernest Hemingway with Joe Watson, Professor of Mass Media, on Tuesday, November 14th from 7 to 9 p.m. The event will be held at the Lumberyard Art Center in downtown Baldwin City. Our EX245 Human Nutrition class is hosting a canned food drive until December 8th. Donation drop boxes are located in Constant Hall, Howard Hall, and then a drop box in the Union as well. Now we have a word from our brand new TikTok team, Emma, Maddie, and Tyson.
What's up, Wildcats? It's EMT, and we're back with another video. I'm Emma.
And I'm Maddie.
And I'm Tyson.
And today we have a special announcement. Our team has been operating the new Baker Orange social media platform, TikTok, since September, and we're on our way to 200 followers, and we want your help to get there.
What we want you guys to do is go follow the TikTok at the Baker Orange. Catch you guys next time.
Thanks so much for joining us on this episode of The Word. Remember to keep up to date with all things Baker Orange by following us on our social media at Baker Orange, and join the TikTok team as well on their brand new TikTok. We'll see you in 2 weeks.